Have you ever wondered if one of Christianity's most sacred relics, the Crown of Thorns, is real? Or just a legendary artifact born from centuries of myth? Imagine a relic tied directly to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, an object that has captivated the minds of emperors, inspired crusades, and survived wars, revolutions, and even fires. Could such a holy object truly exist? And if it does, where is it now? The story of the Crown of Thorns begins in the most pivotal moment of Christian history, the Passion of Christ. According to the Gospels, Roman soldiers mocked Jesus during his trial by placing a crown of thorns on his head, a cruel symbol of his claim to be the King of the Jews. But what happened to this crown after that fateful day on Golgotha? Some believe it was lost to time, disintegrating with the ages like so many relics of antiquity. Yet others insist the crown was preserved, passed down through generations of devout believers. By the 4th century, stories began to surface that the Crown of Thorns had been discovered by none other than Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, during her famed pilgrimage to the Holy Land. But can this claim be trusted? Helena's discoveries of Christian relics, like the True Cross, were monumental for the faith, yet shrouded in skepticism. Could the Crown of Thorns have been one of these finds, or was it a later addition to the narrative? Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and the Crown of Thorns resurfaces with a vengeance, becoming one of the most sought-after relics in Christendom. By the 13th century, it had fallen into the hands of French King Louis IX, later known as St. Louis. He acquired the crown from the Byzantine Empire, which had fallen into financial ruin and needed to sell its treasures to survive. The crown was transported to Paris in a grand ceremony, and Louis built the Sainte-Chapelle, a breathtaking Gothic chapel, to house this sacred artifact. But was this the Crown of Thorns, or just one of many relics crafted during the medieval period to bolster faith and fill coffers? The Church claims it has records tracing its authenticity, yet critics argue that medieval Europe was rife with counterfeit relics, from splinters of the True Cross to vials of Mary's milk. For centuries, the Crown of Thorns remained in Sainte-Chapelle, becoming a centerpiece of French Catholicism. But its story didn't end there. During the French Revolution, when church properties were ransacked and relics destroyed, the crown's survival was nothing short of miraculous. Hidden away for safekeeping, it eventually found its way to the Notre-Dame Cathedral in Paris, where it resided for over 200 years. Then, in 2019, the world watched in horror as Notre Dame went up in flames. With the inferno threatening to destroy centuries of history, one question loomed large. Would the Crown of Thorns be lost forever? Miraculously, the relic was saved by a quick-thinking priest who braved the flames to retrieve it. But even now, skeptics question its authenticity. The crown held in Notre Dame does not have thorns, only a simple woven circlet of reeds. Could the thorns have been lost or separated over time? Or does this suggest the relic was never what it claimed to be? Modern science has yet to definitively prove the crown's origins. Some argue that testing the fibers could yield clues about its age and origin. Yet the Church has been reluctant to subject the relic to such scrutiny, and so the mystery remains. Is the Crown of Thorns a tangible link to the crucifixion of Christ, or a medieval invention steeped in legend? Perhaps its true power lies not in its authenticity, but in what it represents, a symbol of faith, sacrifice, and the enduring human need to connect with the divine. What do you believe? Could this sacred relic really have survived the centuries, or is it just one of history's most compelling myths? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and join us next time on, where we uncover the truth behind the stories that shaped our world.